What is going on, everybody? Matt in a hat. John North Ford Lincoln Nissan here in Emporia. Give me just a second while I invite my guest in. All right, so it's Monday, 12 o'clock. It is time for Car Confessions. As many of you know, I come to you each and every week on Monday at 12 o'clock, fresh off the weekend, and I talk about some type of sales topic, tip, or tactic, depending on the week, as well as alternate in some interviews with small business owners and entrepreneurs. A couple weeks ago, I actually posted on Facebook looking for some small business owners and entrepreneurs. And Paulo is one of 4 that reached out to me and wanted to get on the podcast and talk about their business. And this is a way for me to get to know some more about them, as well as them tell as many people as we can get to watch this and listen to this, who they are, about their business. And really, these interviews aren't about me. They are about the business owners, the entrepreneurs, and to promote themselves. So this is an avenue for them to take and promote their business. And what's up, JC? What's up? All right, I just saw him jump in here, so let me send him a message and we can get him in here and get going. While we're waiting on him, can you guys hear me okay? Is the audio all right? I know there's a slight delay because Facebook still ain't got their shit together. All right. Well, he sent me. It added him and then it dropped him.
There we go.
Hey, there he is. What's up, man?
How you doing? Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Awesome, awesome.
How's the audio on your end?
It's good. It's a little glitchy. It's going in and out, but I think I can hear like 99% of what you're saying.
I got you, man. All right. Number one, thank you for jumping on here.
Yep.
Really accepting the challenge that I threw out to some small business owners and entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to get right into it and let you introduce yourself, tell everybody who you are, about your business and what you do.
Of course. All right. So how you doing, everybody? My name is Paulo. I am an IT professional. I've been in the industry for about a little over 6 years now. And I just opened up my business officially last year, brick and mortar. But I have been in the field working for bigger companies, for smaller corporations, either directly for them or by contract, just to get either my name out there for experience, as well as being up to date with all the technology that's going on. So a little bit about myself. I was actually born in Brazil, but I was raised in Boston, and that's where I am now. I am so I went to school here from pre-K all the way up until college. Um, and I've been in the tech industry since I was 14 years old.
Okay.
And so, yeah, that's basically just a little bit about myself. If you want to get into anything specific, let me know.
Right on. So when you started this, was it something that you knew you wanted to get into full time? Did it start as just a part time on the side kind of deal?
Yeah. So basically, it started on the side. So, well, I didn't even know that I wanted to get into business. I didn't even know that was an option for me. Okay. So for me, business was like, all right, if you're gonna get into business, you gotta be this really wicked genius to come up with strategies and figure out how to sell yourself to other people. And I was like, I'm not one of those guys. So my goal was to get just the highest paying job that I could find. And at the time, any job that I could get into, I was easily hired because my
Okay.
credentials were there, what they needed was there. But I was also the youngest to get any of the jobs that I got accepted into. So I worked for these companies, and the next guy that was like the next age next to mine was like 15 years apart. So I was like, all right, I'm doing something different that a lot of people aren't apparently. So I saw that, and there was a lot of people reaching out to me to get help either at their house or in their business or in their office. So when I wasn't working like for a company, I was helping these individuals out in their home or in their business or wherever they call me at. So that's basically where I started. It started just as a side job, a side gig, and throughout the years, it kept getting more and more. At first, I didn't have a car, so people came to my house. So I literally fixed people's like laptops on my bed and like on the kitchen table. I basically took over the house. And later, when I did get a car, then that's when I started to make house visits. And then after a while, just the clientele kept coming back, and they loved the support and loved the knowledge that I gave out, and they always felt comfortable, coming to me for business. And even if it wasn't business related, if they just had questions like, hey, this is like my phone is doing this or my computer is doing that on the side, I was planning um, to open up a business, but I wasn't sure about it. And as soon as I decided to get into business, I actually got fired from my job. So that just basically sent me just plunging into the business world, and I went head in first.
That's crazy. So that was the violent shove and that put you up against the wall, and it was time to fight and just make it happen.
Exactly.
So why do you do what you do? Why did you get into it? Starting on the side and then building up to it and eventually branching out on your own.
Okay. So this is like asking, like, why do you eat every day? Because I need to survive. Is basically the answer. But it was when most people ask me this, I tell them exactly like, well, what couldn't you live without? You know, if you could do something for free, Like, if you didn't get paid for it, what would you be doing? Like, would you be traveling? Would you be helping the elderly? Would you spend more time with your family? Like, what is it that you would want to do that if even you didn't get paid for, you wouldn't mind doing? And that's basically what I'm doing. Like, even if I didn't get paid for this, like, because in the beginning I didn't get paid really. I was just helping other people out. Like, hey, I have this computer problem. You seem to know about technology. Can you help me out? I'm like, sure, let me help you out. You know, that's not a problem. And then after like 2, 3 years, people are like, no, like you spent 2 hours on my laptop. I'm gonna give you some money. Like, you're not gonna do this for free. And like, oh, so people are paying for these high tier services. And I was like, wow. So maybe that's an avenue that I could explore. Um, and so that's what I started doing. Just exploring the space, seeing if it was something imminent. I started working for somebody that had a business of their own, and they like the way that they ran it, the way that everything was like the respect that everybody had for him, the reputation that he built for not only him but also his company, and then reading onto other people that had this that had like the services. So the it's not something that I just randomly caved in. It was something that I passionately like cared about. And I was like, you know what? I want to make this my full time thing, and um, everybody loves it. So that's when I decided to go all in.
Okay. So when people started offering to pay you for the services
Yep.
before you even thought about it, is it because you just didn't see that as being able to take their money and charge them?
Mm-hmm.
It was because it your passion
Yep.
that you just did it just to do it?
Yep. So it was for multiple reasons. One, it was my passion, so I was gonna do it regardless whether they paid me or not. And two, the reason why I eventually did start charging was because I realized that if they're not coming to me, they're bringing their same problem to somebody else, and they're getting paid for providing a solution, and not a great one at that. So they're going to provide a mediocre solution that temporarily solves their problem, and they're going to charge them 4 or 5 times more than what I would charge. So after seeing that, and then people are getting surprised, like, oh, I only have to pay that much. Like, oh, I only have to pay that much. Like, yeah, like this only took me 30 minutes to do. I'm not going to charge you $300, to do this. There are some things, depending on the expertise where it does, get up there. But
Sure.
for basic maintenance or basic level things, they shouldn't be paying. They shouldn't have to think about taking like they don't have to like refinance their house just to get a virus off of a computer, you know, or they don't have to worry about not paying a phone bill because they have to, pay to get your computer running faster, or to change their screen on their phone. Um, so it was very clear that I could provide a service for less amount of money that other people were charging. Not because I didn't have as much expertise, or not because I wasn't as good. It's because it just didn't make sense. For me, it just didn't
Okay.
make sense. Um, so I provide like even a better service than most companies out there offer. And I'm not saying that to brag. It's that I'm saying that because I know, and I worked for a lot of these companies, and they, you know, you bring a computer in for them. You want a virus removal. You go in there, they just put the computer on the side. They let a program do, And in the end, it just cost me my time, my labor. Um, so that's what I charge, and then most people are like, "Oh, that's it? Then here you go. That's all." So I'm fixing a problem. I'm not overcharging, and people keep coming back. So that's a pretty good business plan.
Absolutely. It sounds like it. So, do you, is it just repairs that you offer? Do you offer any retail services? Um, is it just a one product you carry?
Mhm.
Do you offer multiple products and multiple solutions
So
for either personal
yeah,
or company?
yeah. So basically, I do everything, and that's really hard to advertise. When because I do provide both business to customers, or what I call end users, and I also provide to
Okay.
businesses. And not only do I provide services, even though that's what's mostly what people want is just services. Most people already have the product that they want. They just want it to keep it up and running, keep it maintenance, make sure everything's running fine. And so I provide that, no problem, both to end users, clients, and businesses. But I also do provide products. Most of my stuff is refurbished. Now, what does refurbished mean? A lot of people is like, oh, doesn't that mean it's broken? I'm like, not at all. So you're a car salesman, right? You probably have new and used cars. Do people come up to you?
Absolutely.
Do people come up to you and say like, hey, I want a car, but it has to be new because used cars can't be used for anything because they're trash. Like, you know,
No,
no,
not
exactly.
once.
Not one time, right? So there seems to be some implication that refurbished products are bad, and I'm trying to get that away because there's a lot of I get a lot of refurbished products. So what does that mean? I get like a high-end computer that was used for like a couple months, and now it's refurbished, and now it's available to sell again. So I have that it was originally retail at like let's say 1,200. Now it's reduced down to let's say $800. I have the same computer that was once $1,200 available to you $800, and now you don't want it because it's not new per se. you know. So I'm trying to get across to like the people that refurbished products are not bad. They're actually pretty good. And um, a lot of people that don't have the budget to spend like new car money or new product money, I'm trying to get the same products out to them, so they get high end products for low income.
I got you.
You know,
So what separates you from somebody else? Why do you why are you succeeding more in this business than some other people are?
well, one of the main reasons is because I don't cut myself short. um, People tend to specialize on certain things. Like when you go to a certain place, like let's say like you put PC repair. You Google that PC repair. A bunch of people. You got PC guys, I fix it, whatever. You got these guys that just do mainly PC, and then you want to get a screen repair. Try to bring it to the guys that do PC repairs, and they can't, or they don't know how, or if they do it in a way that'll mess up your phone, or they don't have the expertise to do it. So what I do instead is I get myself and submerge into every single field that I can. So I do phones, I do computers, I do networks, I do security, I do software, I do websites, I do search engine optimization, I do refurbishing laptops, I sell products, I buy products, and back and forth. The list is endless. So not only do I have more services that I offer, but I offer them at a higher quality than most of my competitors would.
Awesome. And I'm gonna throw one at you here because I saw JC is in here and he has an iPhone. I have an Android. We go back and forth all the time. Do you see more issues
Uh-huh.
or more repairs on Apple or Android?
Look, the one second. So the I have both Android and both iPhones coming here all the time. Okay, I will tell you this right off the bat: there is no superior phone. All the phones have issues. Okay, there's not one time I got in here and somebody was just like, "Oh, I have a perfect phone," and I just want to brag about it. You know, so but the number one thing I see with iPhones is that they need their screen repaired, and we can do that all the time, no problem. The other thing with Androids, their problem is that they slow down very fast. So within like a couple months that you have an Android, you notice that from the time you bought it till now, it slowed down a lot. And then if you don't know how to clean it up, then it's gonna only get slower. So when a lot of people come in here and they have, oh, I have an Android, it's slow. I'm like, okay, I can either clean it up for you, or I can sell you an iPhone. Which one do you want?
What about Mac versus PC? Do you
Oh,
see more
okay, so
viruses
that's
or more issues?
yeah, so that's different. That's different in the sense that they both have problems, and they both get viruses. It was once said that Macs don't get viruses. Well, that's not true. Think of it this way: if you're going to create a program, you're going to spend the next 4 to 6 months creating a program to get into computers. Are you going to get into a computer that only 10% of the population has, or 90% of the population has? So you're going to go with the one that has 90%, which is Windows. So that's why they get a lot more viruses.
Right.
But it can be protected. However, they're both really good computers if you know what you're looking for. The Mac is really great for creative users. So if they're going to do photography, video, any kind of media whatsoever, I would 110% go for a MacBook. But if you're just going to go on Facebook, if you're just going to go on Gmail, if you're just going to use it for basic stuff, don't buy a $2,000 Facebook machine. Just buy a Windows.
I got you. So what is there anything new that you're offering either in store or service wise, or anything that's new within your industry that you're launching or seeing a drastic change to?
Hmm. So right now there's a huge push for security, both on the for the end users and for businesses. Businesses are the ones that should be a lot more concerned. There was a grand law that just came out through GDPR, which is basically the U.S. cracking down on unsafe websites or unsafe
Okay.
uses. And if you want to get basically your website secured, if you want to get your network secured, making sure that nobody is using your internet like without your permission, making sure that your ISP isn't throttling you, even though you're paying the most premium for your services. If you want to check out that, have checked out like your internet speeds and having everything optimized, I am offering for our businesses a free consultation. So what does that consist of? I check out your computers, your networks, and your programs that you're running. Make sure that they're all optimized and safe to use throughout the corporation. And then from based on what I gather and based on what you want to do, we can make a plan to either update, protect, or just keep everything maintenance, so that way your business can be completely secure and running as optimized as possible. So I'm offering that for free, just for the estimation. Normally, I charge $125 an hour. just to do the estimations. I'm doing that completely for free.
Wow.
The only time I'm gonna make money is if you decide that you want to do that. If not, then you just got a free consultation.
So you're building the value up front before you even tell people what it's going to cost. You want to give them the opportunity to see what you can do, see what you're worth
Absolutely.
before you say, "Hey, this is what it's gonna cost." I love that.
Absolutely. So I don't want to feel like anybody, like I don't want to put anybody in the position where like, oh, you just did everything. I can't afford this, or like what you're saying, you're just trying to get money off of me. Listen, I'm not making any money off of you. Like if you want to be upgraded, if you want to be secure, this is what you need. If not, you can be nitpicky and just pick out the stuff that you can afford until you can afford it, and then we'll go from there.
Sure. And when you do this, I'm going to assume it varies by business, the size of the business, what type of business they're in as well. Is there services that you recommend for every business, or like antivirus, some type of
Hmm.
security,
Yeah.
whether it's security on the laptop or
Hmm.
cameras around the business?
Yeah. So I 100% have to say that every business, no matter where you're in, no matter if you're in a safe town or not, you should have cameras. You never know what's going to happen. You can run. It's very cheap, like you know, comparing to getting a let's say an insurance plan, a CCTV closed circuit monitor system for your business is 100% like the investment you have to make. Like you should actually include that in your opening investments. Because you never know like what's going to happen, or what if you just simply misplace something and you want to make sure that nobody else took it. You can simply just run back the tape, and well, not it's not a tape anymore, but you know what I mean.
Right.
You can rewind, what you recorded to see to see what happened or where was the last time you saw a certain thing, you know. So that's what I 100% recommend. And for computers, when you get a computer, there's a certain website you can go to. It's called Night Night. It's NINITE.com, and it's a resource where you can download all your programs in that one website. So you can go there and you can download iTunes, antivirus, Reader, Google Earth, a bunch of programs that instead of going to individual websites, you can download directly on there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That creates a shortcut that saves a lot of time. And is that more secure through that website than going to each different one?
Well, listen, man. A lot of people don't go to their actual website. A lot of people just put like iTunes on Google. So they go on Google, they type in iTunes, and if they don't choose the first one, it can bring you to like a random website that it might download iTunes for you, but it also will download other things that you don't want on your computer. So that is it's a safe, fast way to get every single product that you need, or every single program.
That's awesome. That's great to know. I definitely was not aware of that. Um, not being in the business and obviously not having the knowledge that you have. So that's great. I'm gonna go back and put that in the comments
Yeah,
in this video because that is something that everybody can take away
definitely,
from
definitely.
this. So as we wind down the interview here, as you know, this is car confessions. So I ask every guest
Uh-huh.
one type of confession or little known secret about themselves that they're okay sharing with everybody.
Okay. So a little known fact about me. And I'm surprised that a lot of people don't know this. But it's actually a two-part one. First one is that English is my second language. It's not my first language, my second language. And the second thing is that I can speak four languages. Like
Wow.
I can speak three fluently, and I'm working on another one right now, so it's not fluent yet. But I really do love learning about other cultures, and learning about their language is the probably the number one way to really immerse yourself into other cultures.
So what languages do you speak fluently?
Portuguese, Spanish, and English.
Okay. Which one are you working on?
Right now, I'm working on Japanese.
That sounds
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, it's definitely harder than what I once thought. Yeah, because it's a completely different base. You can't connect it to like Greek or Latin, which is like what the other languages use. So it's completely threw me off a curveball. So I thought I was gonna learn it within a year. It's been like 2 years, and I'm still struggling with it.
But you're still doing it. You're still staying with it and still pushing through.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. I struggle with English. So, I mean,
Yeah, man.
you're doing a lot better than I don't know how many people, because most people are like me. They struggle with one language, let alone trying to take on a second.
Yeah, yeah. I see that a lot of time, but it's basically it's just another way to learn about. For me, it's just another way to learn about a culture, and it's definitely a better way to connect with people. Because think of it this way: imagine you were in a foreign land and nobody spoke English, but then you went to a grocery store and the clerk there spoke English. You would probably feel at home,
Right.
talking to somebody in your native language, and that's how I feel. Most people feel like when they're in the U.S. or when they're traveling or wherever they go. If I want to talk to somebody, it's great. I can talk to them in English. That's probably like a national, international language by now. But if I spoke to them in their native tongue, then they're a lot more relaxed.
100% agree. And that is an incredible way to think about that for everybody, as well as grow yourself, keep your mind open, um, and just be open to new experiences and anything to better yourself.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Car Confessions. Paulo, thank you so much for joining me. Was there anything that you wanted to add, or anything that I missed?
No, not at all. I just thank you for the opportunity, my man. Thank you very much. Keep continuing doing your thing. I see you hustling every single day. Good thing I'm not the only one. So just keep at it. If you need anything, if anybody else needs to get in contact with me, there's probably gonna link below my business. And my business phone number. That business phone number gets me directly, and you can send text messages to that phone number. So if you guys need any more information about me or the company, it'll either be in the link, or you can visit my website at truly-unlimited.com.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for the knowledge. Thank you so much for joining me and educating me, as well as everybody else that watched. That's going to wrap up episode number 46 of Car Confessions. Paulo, challenge that I threw down to John here, I've got uh, two more that have accepted the challenge as well. So I'm going to reach out to them, and you'll see them over the next couple weeks. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Matt in the hat, John North Ford, Lincoln Nissan here in Emporia. I do these because your experience matters. Thanks, guys. Take care. Carry on.